It is Wednesday, November 25th of 2020. Just a little more than a month to go of this year. This year. What has been this year? Oh, but we're not going to talk about that today on Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! Good morning, daily drivers. I'm just going to go ahead and keep using it. No one has said anything. Of course, they never do. So, no reason why I just can't keep going with that. It is Thanksgiving Eve. Would you call it that? Does anyone call it that? Is that something people call the day before Thanksgiving? Does everything have to have an Eve? So, like October 30th would be Halloween Eve. No, that would just be dumb. So, Thanksgiving Eve, I don't think really has the same bite as like Christmas Eve. And then, you extend that to other holidays and it just sounds really dumb. Easter Eve. Columbus Day Eve, Labor Day Eve. No, don't see it catching on. I just do not. So, I had yesterday off, and as you know, because by the time you see this, the Guy's Daily Drive that I recorded yesterday will finally be posted. Here's the thing. I actually, I recorded it yesterday, and then when I got home with Guy, because that's what I was doing, I drove down to Richmond, and I picked up Guy for Thanksgiving to spend at my other son's house, Peter. So we're going to drive down to his house tomorrow, and all will be good. So I got down there and there was like no traffic. It was remarkably easy. And I actually had to stop at work on the way down to do a couple of things that, as it turned out, were pretty much, what are you doing? We're pretty much resolved by the time I got there, so didn't have to spend a lot of time there. And I see I got a couple of people on. Hello, a couple of people. I can't tell who you are while I'm driving because, as I always say, when I'm doing Guy's Daily Drive, what is job one? Driving is job one. That is the most important thing that I can be doing while behind the wheel of this car. So that means I don't get to see who's commenting or who's watching or any of the rest of that. But I do appreciate. I'll find out later. I'll find out who you are. And I do appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to come and comment and watch live on the Facebooks. So I get down to Richmond, and it was a little earlier than I expected. And the original plan was I was going to pick up Guy, and then we were going to start our drive back, and then eat lunch on the way back up to here. However, Guy and a lot of other people, rightfully so, are reluctant to spend a lot of time in the open with other people. So he didn't want to do that. I was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? So we ended up having breakfast sandwiches, and even better, on a bagel, like an everything bagel. It was so good, with some ham and an egg, of course, a little bit of cheese. Guy, for someone who didn't really spend a lot of time doing it, when he was growing up, has become quite a good cook. He really, really takes the time to put a good meal together, even with simple, basic ingredients, which, I do as well. But honestly, he's a better cook. He's a better cook than I am. So we had our sandwiches, and we get into the car, and we start the drive back. And it was just not a comfortable drive for various reasons. But then what made it worse was the closer we got to Northern Virginia, the worse the traffic got. And I was using Waze, and Waze was having me go off the beaten trail. Oh no, get off here, you'll save some time. And because of course nearly everyone has Waze or something that is, telling them, well, there's a lot of traffic, so divert to this area, meant that the diversion was probably just as traffic congested as the original route, which it was. So just not a whole lot of fun. And then we had to stop. This is weird. We stopped at the grocery store because Peter asked us if along with the small turkey breast that we're bringing, and it's not going to be that big because he and his girlfriend Liza are making a pork roast, so it's not like we need a 10-pound turkey for 5 people. It's already going to be a pork roast, so we just have a turkey breast, and I'm going to cook that in a slow cooker tomorrow. But regardless, he asked if we would make macaroni and cheese. So he wants macaroni and cheese. It's like, okay, sure. So stopped at the grocery store for macaroni and cheese. That's not the weird part. The weird part was I went to the aisle that has pasta because, the pre-made Kraft macaroni and cheese and all that, it's okay, it's fine. But it's just not as good as when you kind of, as best you can, make it from scratch. So the idea was to pick up some macaroni and to pick up some cheddar cheese. So I stopped at the grocery store, and I get to the aisle with all the pastas. There was no macaroni. I have never, ever been to a grocery store and there had not been any macaroni. It's so weird. And I guess I could have gone to another grocery store, but it was like, ugh. I just went ahead and got some small penna pasta. Penny. It's basically, it's macaroni, but it's not rounded. It doesn't have like the mini oval built into it. And honestly, it's pasta. So whether you make it with macaroni, or you make it with penna, or you make it with rigatoni, or whatever your favorite pasta of choice is, that you would think just doesn't work with macaroni and cheese. It's pasta and cheese. It doesn't really matter what kind of pasta you use. It's just pasta and cheese. So that's what I got. But it was just so weird that there was like no pasta or no macaroni. I've never seen that before. So I'm hoping that this is not like a COVID thing. How horrible would that be? It was bad enough when there was no toilet paper. At least I can understand that somewhat. Why people suddenly needed 50 rolls of toilet paper, who knows? But okay. At least that's not like a food item that's gonna go bad after a certain amount of time. You can store toilet paper, and 10 years from now, if you haven't gone through your 50-pack, it's still gonna be good toilet paper. So, but there was no macaroni, and so I got just penny pasta, however that's pronounced. I don't even know, and I don't care. So that's gonna do, I don't know, this was just kind of a rambling session today. That's gonna do it for today's Guys Daily Drive. If you'd like to get a hold of me, my email address is guy@mymac.com. The Twitter accounts are MacParrot and VertShark. The playlist on the YouTubes is VertShark for all of the audio, all the videos. The website is vertshark.com for all of the audios and videos. Take a look. Thank you. I do Guys Daily Drive, of course, which is what you're watching. I also do the Mac to the Future livecast. We'll be doing one of those hopefully tonight with Warren Sklar and David Ginsburg. If you'd like to see some more of my reactions to the M1 Macs, check out Chuck Joyner's Mac Voices open mic, which was on Facebook last night, Tuesday the 24th, where myself and a whole panel of people, 3 or 4 of us, I believe, had the new M1 Macs, and I actually used my M1 Mac to not to record, but to zoom it out, and it worked fine. Everything was cool. So I also do the MyMac.com podcast with Gazmaz, and really, I think that's going to be it. So if you go to YouTube and you like, share, subscribe, I'm trying to get this guy right on my ass here. Back up. Like, share, subscribe over on the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. And that is going to do it for today's Guys Daily Drive. I don't know if I'll do one. I probably won't do one tomorrow. And I probably won't do one on Thanksgiving. But, you know, who knows? That's going to do it, though. So, thank you. Thank you all for watching. Dick. Jerk. Not you guys. The guy that was like right on my ass as I was recording this. And I will see you all next time. Hopefully without dicks and jerks. On Guys Daily Drive. Bye-bye.